Hi, everyone. Devin Coombs, CPA, MBA, ex-Google and Deloitte, and San Jose State lecturer. And today I'm going to go through rapid-fire 10 present value calculations using my HP 10B2 Plus calculator. Let's go through it just so you really drill the present value calculations and time value of money calculations. If you invest $10,000 today at an annual interest rate of 7%, what will be the future value in 5 years? So first off, we'll just take our different variables here and program them in. So we have $10,000. We see how we did that. That's a negative flow. I mean, that's a cash outlay because we're investing it today. We're going to put that in present value. The I over Y, your annualized interest rate, is going to be 7. And then the period, or the number of years, is going to be 5. We're doing this on an annualized basis, so the calculator's set up for that. Then we're just going to go press future value. And that gets you to your $14,025.52. Then we downshift, clear all, back to one payment per year. A project that has initial outlay of $6,000, it's initial, so that's your present value. It has a payoff of $25,000. That has to be positive because we're going to get it back in the future. And that's in 4 years, so 4 and N. What is the IRR for that project, the internal rate of return? And you can round it. And you just press I and you get 42.87%. Let's do the next one. How much must you invest today to have $50,000 in 10 years? Future value. 10 years is the N. Annualized interest is 8%. How much do you have to invest today? $23,159.67. That's an outflow because you need to invest today to have it in the future. Next one. You invest $5,000 and in 4 years later, it's worth $7,000. What was the annual rate of return? So calculating for I, 5,000 on day 1, 7,000 future value, 4 years. Calculate for IY, 8.78%. You won a prize that pays $25,000 over 20 years. So this is our first annuity or payment. So we get $25,000 for 20 years. So $25,000 is your payment. 20 years is your N. 6% is your rate of return, your IY, your discount rate. So the present value of that is $286,748.03. So what this tells you is that you would take this option if the lump sum value of the option was less than $286,000 approximately. Now, the rule of 72, you don't even need a financial calculator for this one. You just take your 72 and divide it by your 8% interest in a whole number, and your money doubles every 9 years. Let's do the insurance payment question. You get $50,000 insurance. You're going to be smart and you're going to invest it for your retirement and not touch any of it. We're going to do $50,000 and we're going to invest it today. So that's a negative, put 40 for N, and we have 8% as an annualized return. And we can calculate the future value, and you can see that if you invested it for 40 years at that rate, you're a millionaire. Well, you could see 50,000 can compound quite amazingly if you give it long enough at a decent rate of return. You want to have $2,000 in 5 years. Let's say you have a trip you want to go on with your friends, and you know you're going to do it on 5 years. You could save money today to make sure you have the money for the trip in the future. And you need less money today than you do in the future based on the time value of money. So you're going to take that $2,000. It's going to be positive because you want it in 2 years. That's your future value. It's 5 years. That's your N. Your rate of return is 5%. And then you can calculate how much you need today by pressing present value. So you need to put about $1,500, $1,600 in today, 1567.05, in order to have your 2,005 years. This is the rule of 72. You just take 72 divided by 12. You can see if you have a higher rate of return at 12%, your money doubles every 6 years. So as the rate goes up, the return goes up, you double faster. Last one. Look, we did 10 in 5 minutes. This is incredible. So if you want to live off $120,000 the rest of your life in a perpetuity, that means you never touch the principal. You have a 4% safe withdrawal rate. What should be your present value of net worth? What you do here is you just take the $120,000, you divide it by the 4%, and you get $3 million. So if you had $3 million and you had 4% interest off of that, or some 4% safe withdrawal rate, you would never touch the principal. You would be able to live off of the $3 million, get the $120,000 every single year, and then when you die, you still have the $3 million in the bank. That's it for today. That's 10 rapid fire time value of money questions. I hope you found it helpful. For all things finance, accounting, and business, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time.